everybody, I just wanted to take a moment to show you how I put on the 3D mascara and also just a few of the other products in the Younique line. I have lots of other makeup as well, and I haven't built up my Younique collection yet. I'm working on that. So what I did today is I give you an overall tutorial on how I put on the 3D mascara and some of the eyeliners. I got a new lip liner. I was very excited about that. And I also got, I put on the Glorious face primer. And I just kind of demo how to do all of that. I'll kind of speed up through most of it because you just really only need kind of a general idea. But if you have any questions or suggestions, then let me know and I will do my best to put a description of everything that I used and everything. If there's a link to it, I'll include that in the description box below. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. Go ahead and feel free to like the video if you liked it, and I hope it was informative. If you want to see how I get all of my makeup on and do my 3D lashes, then just keep watching. Thanks!
Alright, I'm going to start out with one eye done, just because it doesn't take quite so long to do one eye at a time, and for the purposes of demonstration, you really don't need both of them. Starting out with a Wet n Wild eye primer, I just get a little bit on the end of my finger, and I carefully massage that all over the lid, going all the way up to my brow bone, and just taking the excess down underneath a little bit. We'll be going all the way around. I start with a Sonia Kashuk brush. I don't remember which number it is. Oh, it's the number 116. And I'm just buffing Max Omega into my crease. And I have hooded eyes, so I don't stay strictly in the crease. Now I'm moving on to another brush, which is one of the Bare Minerals. It's the smudge brush. And just putting that Omega underneath the eye. And now I have the Younique eye pencils. This color is Pristine. I'm going to put it all over the lid. And just try to get it on there a little bit evenly, but nothing too precise, because we're just going to smudge it out with fingertip. Kind of make it a little bit more uniform. Once that's good, then I will grab my first Younique pigment. It's Famous is the name. Yeah, my camera doesn't focus so well. So I've got an e.l.f. brush. It's called the Professional Eyeshadow Brush. It's nice and wide. I'm just going to pack that color, the Famous, all over my lid where I've put the Pristine previously. And I just pack it on until I have the intensity that I like. This one is Subtle. I want to try it with some water mixed up. And now I've got a Twin Beauty brush, and I'm going to get Bada Bing from Makeup Geek and just put that in the outer V. So I just get a tiny bit, because this stuff is super pigmented, so you just get a little tiny bit. I tipped my brush in one of the other colors there that's in the palette. That's what that look was for. And so I just move it around a little bit until I'm happy with it, and I get an e.l.f. brush. This one is the blending brush, the Professional Blending Eye Brush. And I'm just going to blend, blend, blend until it's all uniform and there are no harsh edges. Now I've got a Lorac color. I don't remember which color it is, so I'll have to put that in the description box below, but I'm just using that in the inner corners and under the arch of the eyebrow to sort of bring some light and help my eyes look more open and awake. And I'm just kind of blending a little bit with my finger. So now I'm going to go ahead and move on to my eyebrows. This is one of the Sonia Kashuk spoolies. It's number 127. Just comb my eyebrows and make them all nice and neat, uniform. Now this one is a Revlon Brow Fantasy Duo. It's got a pencil and it's got brow gel on the other side. The color is dark blonde. I don't use the brow gel very often because it is very light and my eyebrows are darker, but the pencil is the right color. And now I've moved on to the Younique Cnavas Clear Gel, the brow gel. It's pretty wet when you put it on, but it dries nicely, so it doesn't get crusty and it doesn't have any funny colors. It used to be completely clear, but you know, when you run it through brows that already have some pencil in them. And so now I'm using the Younique eyeliner color in Perfect and just lining really close to the lash line, right next to it. I'm really just trying to give a little bit of definition to the base of my eyelashes so that they stand out a little bit more, but I'm not trying to make a thick line. This brush is just a little one from, I believe it's H&M, and it's just a random one that they had at the store. Oh, I forgot to say the one before, the little tiny one that I use for the inner corner of my eyes. I got that with a Wet n Wild gel liner. Yay, we're good. Got it done. Now, yay! Time for the 3D lashes. This eye's already done. La la la. I'm a nerd. It's okay. I know it. Okay, I prepped them both and I opened them up so that I'm not struggling with them while I'm putting them on. That's the transplanting gel, and that's the natural fibers. So I'm going to grab my mirror in just a sec. And we're ready. So I start with the transplanting gel. I'm going to put just a thin coat on, just making sure to separate the lashes while I'm doing that. That's what that wiggling is. And my lashes are really light, so I always try to get the tops of them as well so that it's uniform. I'm going to let that dry for just a second. You can either do a beginning coat with the transplanting gel, or you can do a quick coat with your regular mascara. It doesn't matter which. So now I'm doing the coat that you need to do before you put the actual natural fibers on. So I'm going to not wait for it to dry this time and go straight into putting the natural fibers on. Now you notice I don't wiggle here because I find that wiggling gets too many fibers on at once, and you don't want to get too many fibers on all at the same time because that's when it can look clumpy if you do that. But if that does happen, you can always use a little comb for your eyelashes and comb through it. The plastic ones are fine, but the metal ones work really well. I'm still going to buy one of those. I don't have one yet. I'm just using my plastic one. I'm looking forward to the metal one because it just slides through the lashes more easily. So now I'm going to seal in that layer with the transplanting gel. And again, I make sure that I'm careful to separate the lashes, and now I'm going to put another coat of the natural fibers on. Just a quick coat, nothing crazy, but it happens quickly to lengthen the lashes. And if you're just going for thickness, then maybe it's a good idea to wiggle it back and forth a little bit to get a few more fibers on. But I've found that it's more streamlined and there's less room for error when you do quick, thin coats and take the time to seal it in between each one. If you don't seal it, you can have the natural fibers fall off and onto your cheeks during the day. So always make sure to start and finish with the transplanting gel. So I'm going to do a quick final coat with the natural fibers. And I did go from the other side on that one for sure. And I just make sure to get the very ends. Sometimes I'll do one extra little sort of half coat on the very ends, the outsides of my lashes, to help them have that wide open, sweeping look. But I'm sure you can see it's not strictly necessary. It's just preference and whatever you want to do. Now with the transplanting gel, it is a little bit more intense than your regular mascara. With your regular mascara, if it gets on your eyelid, then you can just wait for it to dry and just kind of flip it off at the end, and it doesn't do too much. Yay! But so yeah, now I'm looking for any sort of mistakes. That's the case. Isn't it pretty? Okay, now I'm cleaning up. Got the Q-tip, and I was trying to do it just dry, but you know, a little spit never hurt. You might have something more sanitary that you prefer doing, but I didn't have anything else. So we're doing this, and so I just wiped that off, and then to kind of make sure you couldn't tell there had been anything messed with, I went into this Unikashik brush that I've used for the Omega, and then I put a little bit more Famous on, and now I'm just blending it out again, and all good. So now I'm using the Pristine pencil again, but this time I'm putting it on my waterline, my lower lash waterline, and this is another thing that you can do to really open up the eyes. And now for my bottom lashes, I'm using a L'Oreal lash extension. I can't remember exactly the name. Again, I'll have it in the description below. I just do lots of that and even use that. And now for the glorious face primer. You just need one pump, really, and it goes such a long way. So, put that on my hands and then gently put it around my eyes. You probably can't tell, but the tips of my fingers aren't really pulling in the area around my eyes. I'm trying to be really careful there. I've learned that the hard way. I have not been careful around my eyes. And so now I'm trying to make up for it. This is a Garnier BB cream. It's in light to medium. It has it's anti-aging, skin renew, miracle skin perfector with the broad spectrum SPF 15. So it's nice and lightweight. Now this is my Smashbox powder foundation, but you turn this dial. It's like a solid thing, and then you turn the dial. Oh, I can't turn it. Hold on. Here we go. Okay, you can see it makes powder in there. Anyway, it's fun. I like it. It's entertaining. And I'm just setting the BB cream with this. Now, if you don't have oily skin, or if you're not worried too much about heat or anything like that, then you can really just lightly sweep over your T-zone. But this is a Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-hour blush in the color Buff. It's kind of a fun one. It looks very natural, except that it has kind of a sparkle go through it. And when I first saw that, I was a little bit hesitant, but I really like it, and it kind of gives a glow to the skin. It's not anything that's so crazy that people look at you and they're like, oh, sparkles. Here's my Lorac blush that I love. It's in the color Velvet Rope. It's one of the baked matte satin blushes. And I like that because this one has, it looks like it has a little bit of sparkle in the pan, but when you put it on, it is matte. Oh, this is my new liner. So excited to get this. I ordered it and it came quickly. So awesome. This is the Moodstruck Precision Pencil Lip Liner in the color Pompous. So I'm just staying within my natural lip line. I know some people like to go slightly outside the lips, and some people want to minimize it, so they go just inside, and I try to just follow the natural line. It's all just whatever you prefer. And I'm going to fill it in all the way because this lip liner has awesome staying power. But it's fun to mix and match, so I'm also grabbing my Too Faced Melted Liquefied Long Wear Lipstick in the color Melted Peony. It's a really fun, kind of a really bright pink, but with the Pompous lip liner, it kind of mutes it a little bit. And of course, I've got to use my Lucrative Lip Gloss. It's got that fun mirror on the back. It's really handy, and you can see what you're doing. I really like the mix of all three of these. I know that might seem like overkill to some people, but it's fun to mix and match and have new colors and be able to wear all the great things that you have. Hold on. We're back, and I've got my under eye concealer. Here we go. So to cover up any dark circles under your eyes, you want to make sure you go with a darker shade, maybe that has a little bit of orange undertone, salmon undertone. You just take a little bit and sweep it under there because it will, the salmon color will neutralize the blue from the bags or the circles under your eyes, and it's got to be darker than the circles are in order to cover them up. And I have a little sunspot right there that I have had since I hung out in the sun too much in Texas, one visit to my in-laws. And so sometimes I cover it up, sometimes I don't worry about it. I'm going to set that concealer with the e.l.f. under eye brightener powder. I don't remember what it's called, but again, I'll put it in the description box below. This is just a paintbrush from a paintbrush set that I got for the kids, or maybe it was one that I got from my parents' house. I don't know. It's been around for a long time, but it's nice and soft, and you know, little by little, the whole makeup collection thing. So use what works, and this works. Ta-da! All done. Here's my face. Yay! I hope that was helpful. I really enjoyed doing this. It was my first one. I'm figuring out the voiceover. I hope it works, and thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. Here's a look at some of the products, or all of the products that I used. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comments below, or on the Facebook comments, or wherever you may be watching this. Thank you for your time. I hope you have a fabulous day wherever you are, and I hope to visit again soon. Thanks so much.